Yep, we have more heat coming this weekend. Now, the sun is just now coming up out there, but this weekend, both days, we could hit 102 degrees. Now, if you remember from this past week, we've been talking about 102 at New Orleans International is not a common occurrence. It's only happened once in 1980 before just last week. And now I'm forecasting 2 days in a row. I think we could touch that record once again. But once we get to the start of the week, things are going to start to shape up. So this is the end of this streak of heat that we've been experiencing since the middle of the week. There was that last 102 on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We were in the hundreds as well. And like I said, this is not common. Only 1980 and 2023 have we hit 102. That's twice on record. I'm forecasting that same thing just this weekend. So it is going to be hot. Here's the light at the end of the tunnel. We're looking at a not as hot week ahead. Normal temperatures are normal this time of year, 91 degrees. So we'll be in the low 90s. That's going to feel a lot better than triple digits. And better rain chances. We really need that. It's incredibly dry out there. We do have that burn ban in effect across the state. We haven't seen much rain. So right now, that's because that's all going around us, spinning clockwise. That's that high pressure over us. And notice the storm track to the northeast there on the eastern edge of the high. That's going to change as we go into the start of the week. So that's the first change coming. Still really hot because that high is still over us, but it starts to shift westward. That's going to put us in the storm track. We'll see an increase in storm chances, especially by tomorrow evening. We could see some storms in the area, but I think we're still going to get really hot for the end of the weekend, especially ahead of that. But then Monday, Tuesday, rain chances substantially increase. We have a little bit of tropical moisture coming in. Once that does come in, it's going to stick around, and we still see those rain chances lingering through the end of the week. That's why it's going to stay fairly nice with our temperatures. But we have to look at the tropics because this is the next feature that's going to bring us a chance for rain at the start of the week. Right now, just some thunderstorms near the Yucatan Peninsula. That's going to start to move northward, especially by Monday, as we have an upper level low moving through. That's going to pick it up and drag it up to the north. And this is going to cross some really warm water temperatures here. Most of the northern Gulf is seeing temperatures in the 90s. So that's a lot of fuel to work with for this system. Now, are we worried about it? Not entirely. Now, there is still some uncertainty because that center hasn't formed yet. But most of the models are dragging this over towards Florida as it gets picked up by that upper level low. So most of them will see it go up to the northeast. Even those ones that are farther to the west are still in parts of the Florida Panhandle and the peninsula of Florida. So they really are the ones that need to keep a close eye on this, but we're still going to monitor it. We really need to see where that low sets up. But here's the upper level pattern. That high moving out, that's what's been protecting us because the heat dome directs everything away from us. So we have a large area of low pressure over the country. But this front coming down is what's going to kind of direct that over to the east. So that's what most of those models are in agreement about. And we get those nicer conditions with that front. We still have a lot of moisture, though, that's going to consolidate in our area. So along with that front, that's our first storm chances Monday, Tuesday. They're also going to be dragging from some of this tropical moisture. That's why we'll see a chance for some storms becoming more widespread. Now, we don't really get a lot of that tropical moisture because of that boundary sitting directly over us, but it's definitely going to be an increase in moisture from what we've been seeing over the past week or so. Now, we also have to look at Tropical Storm Franklin. You saw just convection there, but now we're starting to see an eye forming. This is very close to becoming a hurricane. Right now, we have sustained winds of 65 miles per hour, but the forecast track has that becoming a hurricane by tomorrow morning, even a Category 2 as it goes out to sea, and now Category 3 later on before weakening up in the northern Atlantic. So that'll be the second hurricane of the 2023 Atlantic season. Elsewhere, we have a couple of waves that we're watching by the Cabo Verde Islands. Low chance of development. This one likely a fish storm headed up to the north. So the next name on the list, likely what we'll have to watch for with the Gulf, is Idalia. Now, current conditions, we're in the 80s out there this morning. It is going to be another hot day. We do have an excessive heat warning in effect, so make sure if you have those outdoor plans or staying hydrated. It's going to feel more like 115 to 120 out there with our actual temperature in the triple digits. But looking at that 7-day, once we get through today and tomorrow, it is going to shape up. We'll finally start to see those temperatures backing off, and they'll be more normal for this time of year. Like I said, 91 is where we're supposed to be, so we'll be right around there finally.
Yeah, and I mean, we just want to see several days, as you said, with rain chances that actually bring us some rain, and for maybe an extended period of time. And you know, we just can't take much more than triple digits. It's just,
yeah, we can't, and it looks like that's going to let up. And once we get into September, the odds that we see triple-digit days goes down substantially. Normally, it's July, August, and even June that we can see those triple digits. So light at the end of the tunnel, but this weekend it's still going to be that dangerous heat.
All right, thank you very much there, Hannah. 6:36 now.